Alrighty, guys. Welcome, everyone. Is everyone here? Let's see. Hey. Nice. Alrighty. So this is part 2. Alrighty, guys. Welcome. I also have the chat here on my phone. But anyway, so let's see where we left everything. Actually, let me change some parts here. Okay. Hey, Aman. Everything it's almost good, man. Yeah, so let me disable the preview here because I've noticed my laptop. By the way, I've ordered the latest M3 Max. It should come by the end of the month, so streaming and everything should be really smooth afterwards. But anyway, right now I'm playing around with what I have. As always, I'm using this M1 Air for a while now. Thanks to Aman from the chat, I actually bought it. So yeah, thanks Aman. Yeah, so basically, let me disable the preview here. Let me know in the comment if from time to time the screen freezes or something like that, because I have to undo everything. But so in the first part, we bootstrapped the project using Expo. We have installed React Query and Legend State for state management. And we were using also Axios. So Axios for hooking the movie database API, right? And we have created a bunch of things. I don't want to walk through to everything, but now this is what we have so far, right? So we have this, this is fetched from the movie database. Oh, and by the way, this is all open source, so you can check the link into the description. But this is what we have so far. And as you can see, there are some bugs here, like this is starting from 0, which is kind of like said. It should be starting from 1 instead, right? So let's fix those issues. Let me make this smaller. Okay. So I can see the chat. So let's fix some bugs here, right? Okay. So I'll go to the movie item details and actually to the pagination, right? So pagination, it's the current item, which is this one. It's coming. Oops. It's coming from this pagination, which initially should start from, everything should start from 1, right? But when we have where I'm fetching everything, so I'm movie list, right? So here, of course it's index +1. Of course it's index +1, man. Where it is? So here, where we are sending, so now if I refresh, the current it's 1, right? But I would like to have the current mapfloor +1. So is this working? Yeah. Okay. So nothing actually works. How it is? Pagination current. Where it is? Okay. So if I'm fetching, current should be 1. This is not working. Is this actually? Let me do current +1. This is not working for some reason. I'll restart everything. Ban start. For some reason, this is wrong. let's see if this is working now. No, plus 10. Okay. 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 So current, for some reason, current comes console log current. And now you cannot mostly see my screen, but it's 0. Why it's 0? Pagination, of course, from 20. This is working, right? So 0, 0. Okay. Now I should go to movies list and save this, right? So it's math floor plus 1 current. Okay. So now we have fixed this. It was a plus 1, of course. All the indexes should start from 0. Okay, so this is working. And one thing which I would like to do is, you see the image poof pops right away. So I like to create an animation. And for that, I'll go to movie item and use the old animated. So I will what's happening with my laptop, boys, what's happening? Animated, right? So I am importing animated from React Native Reanimated, and I would like to say, if it's entering, I would like to say fade in. If it's exiting, I would like to say fade out. So now if I refresh the page, it's not working because I'll need to pass a key. So in this way, and also the opacity, it's wrong here. Okay, so now it should be fade in, fade out. It's not fade in, fade out. Why is not fading, fade out? Why is this not fading in and fading out? Should I pass the duration? Voila. Okay, so this is actually working. Okay, let me pass a duration of half a second. Okay. This is really wrong. Half a second duration entering. Yeah, I know why this is happening. And the reason is because we haven't downloaded the image yet and the animation have started, right? And yeah, forget about it. It's too much logic to handle this one. But what I can do instead, I can lower the... Oh man, this is why Expo image was better. I will use Expo image. I will use Expo image, guys. You know what? I will use Expo image. And there is no entering and exiting for that. And I will say content fit. Okay. And I will say transition 1 second. No, this is amazing. Hey Mo, what's going on, Mo? Miss you, bro. Miss you, and also Aman from the chat. Hope to see you guys at Jess. Hey. Yeah, anyway, so now I can also add the opacity, right? .5. No, not the opacity, sorry. So now the opacity is not working because it's the transition, it's affecting the opacity, right? So what we can do instead, we can add another view here, an animated view. not even an animated view, just a regular view. And we are going to have the same absolute positioning. We are going to add the background. Oops. We're going to add a background color RGBA, and it's 0.5. And I have also removed the background from the main thingy. So now it should be positioned absolute. Why is this not positioned absolute? It is positioned absolute. Okay, I don't know what's happening with my yeah, I don't know what's happening with my simulator, guys. But anyway, so we have the thingy, right? Woof. But now the main app, is this the main app? Yeah, the main app also have the white background. So if I hit save, now if I refresh, this is going to come to an end. It's looking great, guys. By the way, this is slow. The fetch is slow because inside the movies list there is a wait. We are waiting 1 second. So if I comment this one and hit save, you'll see that it's instant. And I believe that I'm going to, make it instant without waiting. We are faking the waiting. Okay, so this is working. Let me commit everything. So I will say add -p. Guys, you cannot see. Can you see it? Can you see what I'm doing? Nah. How can I make it? Let me move it to the right. Still though. Anyway, yeah, I'm committing the code, so I'll show you guys here. I'm using git add -p. So yeah, we have changed this one. This one's okay. Let me go to movie item, remove those. Yes, movie item details. Okay, this is new. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. And actually, you know what? I noticed that we are displaying the pagination, right? So if I'm uncommenting this one, go to movies list. So here, guys, would you like me to change the theme to be a dark theme? If I have 10 responses, I will change the VS Code theme to a dark theme. So hit a thumbs up in the chat. So the thing is that now we are rendering the pagination even though we don't have the data. So what I'll do, I'll comment this one. So I'll say render the entire view only when we have data. So now I can also go to the state carousel and comment out those guys here, right? So now if I hit refresh, there should be yeah, we are going to render the pagination only when we have the data. Okay, so yeah, this one, no, yes, fix pagination plus rendering of the image. Okay, pushing directly to main because we are great developers. Okay. Also the API, I'm still hiding it. Let's also create a new thingy here. Actually, I don't care. Yeah, you can comment whatever. So now I would like to filter the movies, right, from the database by the genre and the year. Oh, and also the duration. Unfortunately, if we are going to take a look at the API here, the duration of the movie, where it was. Yeah, so is this runtime. The problem with the API is that this Discover API is not giving us the runtime. So on the movie database API, runtime is basically the duration of the movie, but you can only filter the movies by a specific duration. So you are not going to get into the payload, the runtime itself, which is fucking. I don't know who designed this API, but it's somehow. I mean, you can filter the movies. I get the payload is going to grow with, but still, though, it's just a single. Yeah, it's just a single key. Oh, thanks, Aman, for saying that. Yeah, I can actually, you know what I can do? I can go to changing Expo. So basically now if I'm changing, you see, if I'm changing so let me refresh everything. So you see only like if I go home, for example, you see this this is not taking into account anything. So I can go to app JSON, and instead of flight, I can go to automatic, and it's going to take the OS basically thingy, the OS. How do you say? Cannot type and think. Color scheme. Sorry. So I believe now it should be dark as well, right? What's happening? Go home. No, this is not working. Aman, since you are here, enlighten us. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, guys. I don't know. But it is doing something. But anyway, so if you'd like to rely on the OS color scheme, you should go to Expo app JSON, and for user interface style, you can add it automatic. So this way, yeah, it's going to rely on the system UI. I can change it to dark. I'm not sure if it's going to do something. But anyway, we are losing time here, guys. But I highly recommend to check the Expo documentation for any property from under Expo key here. The documentation is just amazing. But anyway, what I wanted to say, yeah. So let's remove the duration. We can actually fetch for each individual item the duration, but I believe it's overkill for this demo. But you can create like a new. Maybe in the future live streaming we are going to do it, but pretty much what you can do is you can do like API client, I don't know, you are going to get the movie detail based on an ID and request it when the slide is active. But I believe it's overkill for this demo. So let me move me back to the left. So yeah, I can actually create a new one here, which is going to be easier for you to follow. So yeah, I can move it. Okay, now it's better. Now it's better. I can also add another one here. So here I'll commit things, and here you'll see the console log. Okay. Let me change it to a dark theme. I like to have this one. Is it better, guys? Yeah, my simulator was dark mode. If you can see here, I'm changing it to dark mode by pressing Command Shift A. But yeah, is the dark theme better? I need your response. But anyway, so let's continue. What I would like to do now is to filter, right? And also remove. So movie item. Mo likes it. By the way, Mo, we should have a sync because I have discovered some use cases for bottom sheet. Maybe we are going to do something together. But anyway, so for the movie item, okay, so here I have the duration. Let me remove the duration because, yeah, we don't have the duration. So I've just removed it. And if I go back to the design, so it's 2017. How can I get the year? So it's a new date. Can I get the full year? Yeah, so it's 20. Okay, so we fixed it. We got the year as well. Let's commit things. Yes, why not? Why not? No. So fix here and remove movie duration. Okay, push this. Amazing. Now let's apply the filter, and the filter this is going to be like I believe this is the bottom sheet thingy. This is a use case. Everyone it's using bottom sheet like a bottom sheet, but I would like to use it as a top sheet. I don't know if that makes sense. Actually, doesn't make sense, right? So basically, the content is this one, but instead of pulling it up, I would like to pull it down. So the bottom sheet content is going to be displayed at the top. Instead, yeah, this is quite useful, and I'll give you like a couple of examples. This movie interface, it's one example, right? But another example might be sticky headers. So if you go to Twitter, you have the header, you have the tabs, and then you have the content. And scrolling it up is going to shrink down the header, right? And then you can swipe inside the bottom sheet content. Boom, boom. And the Y position within each individual tab is going to define if it's sticky or not. And I believe bottom sheet, if it's going to be a top sheet, is going to be really powerful, and you can easily achieve any sticky headers with tabs. But now, because we cannot build it, right? We cannot do it. Yeah, we cannot build it now using bottom sheet. But what we can do instead, we can use the gesture handler. So let me see if I have gesture handler. Okay, so I have gesture handler. Okay, so what I would like, let me make the font a little bit smaller because I cannot see anything. Okay, it's better for me. Maybe I think it's worse for you. What are the comments? No light. Hey bro. Hey everyone. Did you work some more with Legend State? What do you think of it? Well, Legend State, it's amazing, man. Legend State, it's really great. I really like it. But anyway, so let's create this pull down to see the filters, right? So I will create a new component. new file, and I'll say movie filters tsx, and I'll export function movie filters, and I'll return a view. Within the view I'll say text movie filters, right? Import view, import text. Okay, and movie list. So where can we display this one? So we have the list itself, right? And underneath we should be displaying the filters. How can we do it? Let's think a little bit, right? So the gesture should live here, right? So the gesture, the gesture. So we can create here the gesture. So gesture detector. I will import the gesture detector. Boom. Great. And the gesture detector would like to have a gesture, and the gesture is shall I implement fling? It's just a fling, right? Yeah, it's the root. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Let's fix this issue here. So we have the gesture handler view instead of a view. Okay, and now this is complaining because movies list, movies gesture. I'll say const gesture it's equal to gesture, right? And I would like to have a fling, and that's it, just to avoid crashing. Is this working? Yeah. Did you put it on app tsx? Yes. Yeah, so basically this this is the entry point of the app, right? App tsx, which lives outside of the source file, which is inside the source file, sorry. So this is the entry point, right? So entry point has also the React query client provider, and also the gesture handler root view, which is also treated as a regular view, right? So you can pass the styles and everything. So that's why I was removing the view. And now we can have this. You can also use the higher order component, basically wrap this app or anything with a gesture, and it's going to work. Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, so this movie, the gesture. So we are going to have a fling up, fling down, but also pressing outside, right? So pressing outside, should pressing outside actually, yeah, I believe pressing outside should close it, right? So fling up is going to close the filters, open the filters, and close the filters, right? So we have, what's wrong with my keyboard, guys? It's like anyway, so we have two different methods that are going to close the filters and one to open it, right? So going down, it should open it, pulling it up, it should close it, right? Yeah, this is where I believe the view tree is really powerful, right? Because I believe that what we can do, we can have the filters uh, be displayed underneath everything, underneath the list itself. So basically, fling up and down will just change the Y position of the flat list, right? And yeah, it's going to pretty much work. So I believe this is what we are going to do. Yeah, so fling, yeah, I believe this is what we are going to do. So basically, we are going to apply this to the view that contains the flat list. Okay, and so this is basically what you see here. But I believe that I can remove the flex one here. We don't need it, right? And now the gesture it's only for the flat list. And now we can also wrap everything into a view. So we are going to wrap everything into a view. Add this style flex one. Let's play around with the guys here. And we are going to render the movie filters. Right? So movie filters, it's here. And movie filters, if I go to movie filters, let's add, is this the proper way to do it? I'm just thinking. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, and position the filters absolute, right? So or even this view. So I believe this view can be positioned absolute. Style position absolute. So this is going to be on top of the filters, right? So flinging down is going to move this down, I don't know, couple of pixels. Yeah, I believe this is doable. This is definitely doable. And we can store into legend state the height of the filters. You know what? This is what we are going to do. So let me position this dummy just so we can see everything. Right, so let me also close this performance. Okay, so movie filters is going to have a background color of white. Okay, and if I do flex one, he's going to take the entire space, right? And instead of a view, this can actually be a safe area view, right? And we can also add the padding here, padding 12. Why is this not updated? Padding 12, padding, maybe more? What's going on here, guys? I don't know what's going on. Weird. Hey, Frank. Welcome. Why this is not updating? Is this margin? I can't apply, right? Margin? No, this is really retarded. No. Padding horizontal, maybe? Why is this not a... anyway, let's wrap this into view. Style, padding 24. View is not defined, of course. Oops. View from view. From React Native. Weird. Is this because... Yeah, it kind of makes sense because the safe area insets are basically paddings, right? Kind of makes sense. Okay, so 24 is too much. So yeah, basically we have this one. Why is this not updating? Okay. So we can have filters. So I'll say const. So boom, 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 boom. So we are going to have, if we are going to take a look at the UI here, so we are going to have for each individual category basically a list. So each individual section here should be a component. We are going to handle it in the future, this custom picker. For now, we are going to hard code the buttons to filter the list, but we can do it now, right? So we are going to have the year and the genre. The rest I don't care about. So we are going to have year, and for the year we can create like a dummy array of how many years, let's say 10 years keys, and we are going to map year and return like a button dummy thing. We are going to refactor this, don't worry. Year, and then the year. On press we are going to trigger something into legend state. Modify the API params, right? Button is not here. It's missing title, I believe. So title, it should be year. And yeah, so year. I'll fake it. So the starting year is going to be 2023, right? So I'll say year it's 2023 minus year, I believe, and 2023 minus year as a string, right? So it's 2023, and let's position this into a scroll view. Scroll view. Okay, and this is horizontal. Okay, so now if I press on 2018, for example, it should filter the list, right? Yeah, I think they are overwriting it because the insets are paddings pretty much. So because paddings are basically the spacing within the container, margins are the spacing outside of the container, right? So it's affecting the layout. Padding is not. It's CSS. But anyway, so we have this, and now I would like to trigger something. So if we go to the state, movies, if you remember from the previous live stream, if you haven't, I suggest you to check it out. Basically, if we are going to change this observable, either the page, the year, or the genre, we are going to compute a new query key and trigger a new fetch, right? So for this filtering, the only thing that we need to do is basically change either the genre or the year, and everything is going to work. If you don't believe me, let's do it now. So trigger is movies params, assign year, and actually let me refactor a bit this one because I'm repeating too much. So return the view, but I'll create const year index, and year is going to be 2023 minus index. So wherever we have this. Okay, so now watch with this. Let me go to the and do 300 just to see this. Maybe 200, 100, nah, 200. So watch with this. What's going to happen, right? So if I press on 2018, boom, everything is going to happen. It's working. If you don't believe me, let's move this padding bottom or multiply it by 3. So we are going to how can we see it? Okay, so we see this one. So if I press on 2022, boom, it's going to, you see, And also with an animation, with everything. Guys, this is pretty cool, right? So what we need to do now, this is actually like from 2022, right? Puck, puck. Okay, so you notice now I'm on slide number 6, and if I add a different year, let's say 2023, even though this has changed, internally the flat list was not scrolled. So if I swipe, you see it's 7. So let's fix that actually. So we need to reset the flat list position. So in order to do that, we need to go to the movies list, create here flat list ref. It's a use ref as a flat list starting from null, and pass this ref to the flat list. Oops, flat list ref. Okay. And what it should happen, right? When are we going to reset it? So after we get the data, right? So once we have the data, we need to reset the flat list offset to 0, and that's it. Okay. So the data is here, so we can do, we have the data where before setting the pagination, we can do flat list ref. What's going on with my keyboard? Current, scroll to offset, and we're going to say offset it's 0, and animated it's true. Let's say true for now. Okay. So we are on slide cannot update or rendering a different component, use state, use, okay. It's okay. Okay, so we are on slide number 2. So now if I fetch for 2022, it should move back to 0 on the x-axis, and yeah. It didn't? No, it didn't. Scroll to offset 0, animated through. Boom, boom, boom. How? Why is this not? Let's move even more. 2023. Okay, so it's actually scrolling, and I don't want to have it animated. It's animated false. Okay. So now if I press 2022, it should go back to 0 without animations and refetch everything. Fuck, you see? Epic. 2019. Fuck. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is actually working. Okay. I don't like these bounces. Let's change the bounces. On iOS, you can move outside of the, you can have this, I believe it's called overshoot scrolling, but you can disable it using bounces. Bounces, it's equal to false. And now I cannot move outside of this. It's actually even better. Boom. Okay, so this is working. Let's move this even a little bit down. So we have the year, and now let's also filter by genre. So if I go to movie filters, I can have this as a component. For now, not really. Let's hard code everything here. And instead of here, I'll have genre. And for the items this time, I will have, if I go to the config, I believe, how it was called, config API movies. So I have the genres, right? So I can iterate over genres. So I'll say genres map, and I'll have the genre, and this is genre dot, genre is not defined. Let's import this. So I have genre dot ID, and the name should be genre.name, and when I press on it, it should modify the genre to be genre.id, right? Okay, so we have this list now. And if I press on crime, it should filter the list. Boom. But I would like the crime from 2022. Nice. What about documentaries? Oh, got you. 2021, 2022. But I like music. 2022. This is interesting. So the year is 2022. I don't know why. So if I press on 2022, even though the year is 2022 from here, as you can see, like what I'm calling, the year here it's 29. I know. This is the API, guys. I mean, I'm calling it properly. Believe me. It's really weird. So wait, if I go to the API, so this is 2018 with genre, whatever the genre is music, right? Music. So let's go to the API to see. So if I go to movies API, with genres, I would like to have this one, and with year was 2018. If I hit now try, I should get the first entry, the Pitch Perfect 2. Is this right? It's Coco. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Oops. Again, year. Is this actually? What's happening, guys? Genre. It's music. If I press horror and now movies 2020, I don't know what's happening. Sister Act. Is this in order? So music from 2019. Music from 2020. What the fuck is going on, guys? So music from 2020 should give me Alvin. So if I copy this genre with genres is this one, year 2020. If I go now to the URL, so it's include video, page 1, sort by popularity, genres, year. Queen Poppy, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Okay, so we are here, guys. Sister Act. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Popularity, video, false. I don't know, but the API is working. I don't know what's the call from maybe it's 2014. Yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so now we can filter by the genre and the year, which is pretty cool. Okay, and now let's take the how we need to take the layout of this particular item. So when you fling down, basically you fling only until here, or how big is the list, right? So we need to take the we need to take the layout. So how we can do it? I believe that we can create here we can define here on layout, and we'll take the event. So let's console log the native layout. If I hit refresh, so we have the height, right? So we have the height. So let me. So we have the height and the y. So basically, we also need to take the y into consideration, right? So we are going to say the height of this container is y plus height plus a spacing. Okay. So we are going to say container height. It's equal to, let's create here some spacing. Oops. And we are going to say, oh, this padding is not working. Okay, so spacing. So the height is going to be y and height. And we are going to say it's y plus height plus spacing, right? And with this container height, we can create a state carousel, let's say, and I'll say export const carousel filter layout, which is an observable. Shall I store directly this one? No. So it's height, it's 0 and is open, which is false. Shall we do it? Is open. Shall we do is it open? Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'll go to movie filters and I'll say movie is how it was filter layout. Let's create actually another state, filters.ts, and copy this one. Filters.ts, import observable from legend state, and filters layout assign, and I'll say height, it's container height, right? We can even, guys, we can even have it as a shared value. So I think I will do it as a shared value. Yes, I'll do it as a shared value. And there is a trick, right? Because we are outside of the renderer. So I'll say make mutable from 0. And in this way, this one is going to be a shared value. So with a shared value, instead of this, I'll say filter layout, height get, actually it's peak value, it's equal to this container height. Is there any better? Maybe, I don't know, but make mutable. I don't even do I care, because I would like to animate. Yeah, I don't actually care, so I can revert this one. It should not be immutable. Okay, so now we have the container height here, So now instead of, what's happening with my laptop, guys? What the, I don't know what's happening with my laptop, but in the movies, instead of the top, I can say filter. I'll just hard code for now, height get. Okay. So now you see it's calculated properly. The image in your flat list is at index 0 and the text is index 1 when you apply the filter. No, what? No, it's okay. I think the position it's okay. I'm just adding +1 because you cannot start from 0. I mean, it's it's the first, as humans we start from, you should display 1 from 20. Yeah, I think it's okay. So now if I press on comedy, this is Barbie. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Wait, what? Movie list. So this is Barbie. Boom. Okay. So -1. Okay, got you. Yeah, I think I will undo the +1 here. Current should stay as it is. The only thing that we need to change, so current should be 0, right? Oops. So current should be 0. We should change the position only for the pagination. So pagination, it's current, it's current +1. Actually, you see, current +1, it's greater, it's current +1, otherwise it's current +1. What? So if it's, yeah, I think it's it should be okay now. It should be okay, right? Paw Patrol, Coco, Barbie. Okay, this is okay. And now I can actually undo everything. So I'll say if current it's greater than 10, then 10. It's current array is current +1, right? Okay. It's it's -1, so it's greater than 8. I don't know what the fuck am I doing, guys. It's greater than 9. Oh, this logic. It's greater. So if it's 9, it's already 10, right? If it's 9. If it's equal. What am I doing here, guys? So index, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's starting from 0. If it's, help me. Pum. I wanted to nail it. I think it's if it's current greater, it's current plus 1, right? Yeah. And now 8, this is what am I doing, guys? I don't know. It's like I'm doing too much logic here. So if current, I'll do it current plus 1 here. Fuck it. Plus 1. You know, if current okay, if it's greater than 9. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was trying to do it without plus 1. That's the whole thing. But I cannot code today. But anyway, so we have this, right? And now we should animate this based on the fling. So let's create a fling. I'll create the fling down. So fling direction, it's direction. I think my stream is, let me disable the preview here. So it's directions. It's if I fling down, do I need to? Yeah, I'll do it differently, right? So if I fling down, I'll say on begin, I'll say what am I going to say? Yeah, I'll take this one. So we have top is filters. Actually, there is no top, but I'll take this one here. Filters height. And I'll say animate, right? So I'll change the animation. So I'll do const. How to name it? Animation. Animation. Filter. Animation. It's and movie list style. It's a use animated style, and we are going to return transform translate y its value. Yeah, I believe it's okay. So movie style should be applied to this view. So instead of a view, it's an animated view. Animated, and close the tag. So animated view, right? So now we have this guy here. And I'll say to this one, because there is a problem. You see, the filters are visible, so I'll apply here a background of black. If I refresh now, we still have it. Let's apply here background color. Oh yeah, the reason is never mind. So the reason is because the filters. No, actually, why this is not working? So background color. I need to pass style. Okay. So we have this one. Yeah, okay. Okay, it kind of makes sense. I'll fix this one by saying display if we have the data. If we have no, it's not. How can I make this? Why is this? I don't know what's happening, guys. There's also like, there are weird artifacts here happening. Yeah. Movie filters. This should be underneath, right? So if this is above, right? Weird. Position absolute. What if I'm doing the other way around? Right, so movie filters are going to be positioned absolute. So movie filters, position absolute, right? This is really, this is disappointing. What the fuck is going on? Anyway, I'll figure it out. It's a... Yeah, I can use z-index, but I was thinking about not z. This one has a lower z-index than this one, but I believe it's because maybe of the gesture detector. Really weird, really weird. Really weird. It's still not working, you see? Because the list is not yet populated. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's really disappointing. Yeah, it's really disappointing. Anyway, really disappointing. Anyway, let's do the gestures. So movie list. We have the flings, movie list. So we need to make this an animated, right? So styles, movie list. Oh, style. Sorry. So now when we fling down, we should animate it. So we'll say with how it was it? The animation value, it's equal to with timing to value is the filter's height, right? So filter's height, and that's it. Yeah. Whoop. So it's working. If if I hit refresh, fling down, but fling down on start, not begin. It's a different. Whoop. Okay, so I can also apply distance. No. Mean. Actually, there is no mean, right? Config. Yeah, no, the config is outside. Anyway, so fling down is going to open it. So fling down and fling up. So fling up direction, it's up. Up, it should go back to 0. Right? And here, instead of gestures, we are going to do gesture. Simultaneous. Shall we do simultaneous? No, race. Between fling up and fling down. Basically, oops. This is not an array. So basically, you cannot fling up and down at the same time. Anyway, so fling down, fling up, fling down, fling up, fling down, fling up. Okay, and let me remove the but why now this is flex 1? This should take the entire space, right? Flex 1. Padding margin. Oh, of course, I should be adding a padding here and remove the plus padding spacing. So I'll be, yeah, I don't take, what? I don't even need the spacing to the, okay. Okay, so if I hit refresh, okay. Okay, this is somehow working. I'll go to movie item, and decrease the transition. Yeah, I think this one should also have a background color. Right? Or maybe this one. Yeah, I don't know what's actually happening. I'm not even sure if this is my. Let me actually check it on my phone. Expo Go. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah. But now we cannot. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, this is really sad. Oh, and here we cannot. Yeah, this is easy fix. So we cannot move through the carousel here, and I'll show you immediately why. So on the movie list, we have this container, right? So if I'm doing the trick again, so it was, I believe, like this and like this. So if I do background color red, you notice that if I'm on top of this one, you cannot scroll. And we can fix it by saying pointer events none, box none. So now we should be able to scroll. Right? Anyway, okay. And now this is okay. And we should also animate the border radius. So we are going to say here, I think it's better to change this one to, yeah, to change the filter animation. We can do it as a boolean, but I'll do fling down, we'll move it to 1, fling up is going to move it to this yeah, anyway, so let's revert this one. So transform, but also border radius. So border radius is going to be interpolate. We are going to interpolate this filter, and it's going to be from filter's height, right? 0 to filter height. When it's 0, basically in this situation, we don't care about the border radius, but when the filter animation is going to be here, we would like to have a border radius, and the border radius of 32, right? I hit refresh. It should animate, okay? And pass an overflow hidden. Cool. Yeah, I believe this is whoop. If I make the animation duration 2 seconds, you'll see the animation as well. Whoop. And also here, so duration 2 seconds. Zoop. It's animating, right? Zoop. Okay, and now if I go back to the app, let's do this FFF. Okay, so now it's if I hit refresh, yeah, I don't know why is this if I'm saying here background color green, how is this actually acting? You see, there is a small delay. Oof. I believe it's okay. So it's 0, 0, 0. Yeah, this is bad. Am I still streaming? Because I cannot see anything. Anyway. I think I'm the only one live. But anyway, so yeah, so I have also changed the animation, right? So let's commit some parts here. Add the filters and also add the component. Create the filters, the dummy filter components without styles, and yes. Add gesture root handler view plus reduce the transition effect on expo image. Oh. Add fling up plus down plus the animations to the list. Okay. So now if I press on animations, comedy, yeah, you see something is really bad. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So what I am going to do now is to implement the loading as well. How to implement the loading? Actually reduce the animation. Maybe I think 250 it's better. Yeah, but yeah, let's keep the original one. Yeah, I think it's okay. The border radius, is the border radius okay? Can I search on Google iOS border radius value? You'll never. Yeah, I can. Dun, dun, dun. Calculate the border radius iOS style. Come on, border radius. 7. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. It's 36, I believe, right? Yeah. How is it in the design? Yeah, it's smaller actually, so I can do it like 60. Yeah, it's smaller. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, 16, I believe it's okay. Let's do 24. I believe 24 looks better, right? Yeah, it's quite hard to nail it if you don't know exactly the value, but I believe I will do it now. So add, yes. This API key really fucks me up, but reduce the animation duration plus the border radius. Okay, cool. now I have this is fetching, right? So let's integrate. Shall I integrate the pressing? The press. Okay, let's do the press. This is even simpler. So pressing outside, it's actually pressing on this one. So we can also use the gesture. Gesture handler. So tap. It's a gesture. Tap on start. I will say go to timing 0, right? And the race between those, and I'll do gesture simultaneous. I think this makes sense. So if I press now, this should not be triggered. Cancel log tap. It's working. I don't want to tap it, so it's a race. It's a race exclusive. Sorry. So it's an exclusive between fling up. So I don't want to have the gesture tap enabled if you are up. Yeah, I think this is actually exclusive by exclusive. So let me refresh. So if I tap, this is working. Erase. I don't know what's happening. I can check it, but I don't want to check it. Chat, help. So I have 3 gestures, right? The tap, I don't want to be, I want to have it disabled if it's. Yeah, I can also add here Actually, you know, the timing, I'll do it differently. So the timing I would like to, yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, I'll create. Yeah, it's retarded. I'll refactor this one. I don't have, but anyway. I think this is working somehow. So tap, even though it's working. Oh, but it was in the other way around, right? So it's fling down should always be, right? Oops, fling down should always be active. So it's an exclusive. What race does? Race builds a component on the first one that becomes active, cancel the rest of the gestures. Yeah, I think this is race and race. Can I have multiple races, right? I can disable this one with disable, enabled, but I don't wanna do it. Anyway, so I'll say tap, doesn't matter. Okay, let's also commit this one. Yes, add tap to close. Okay, I think we have created a couple of things, right? 2019, boom. And also the loading. Let's start with the loading. So now if you press on whatever, so yeah, so it's not going to be automatically. So there is a loading indicator, right? Okay, so there is a loading. Let's integrate the loading. How to do the loading? Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, but I need to keep track of everything here. I cannot call the JavaScript here, right? Because I'm on the UI thread. Let's run on JavaScript. Not movies, but filter layout. Yeah. Can I do something like... Anyway, yeah, I'll figure it out. So I will say something. If filters animation value is different than 0. Right. So now there is no tap. The same here. So fling up if fling up and here it's equal to 0, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, there are some possibilities, right? Yeah. Yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, so let me test it out. Okay. Don't animate if we have already. Actually, this should be equal to this one. Because otherwise, yeah. Don't activate the animation. Okay, cool. And I believe I'm running out of time, so I'm not going to integrate any loading indicator, but we have access to loading, so I can show you quickly. So I'll say here a view, style, width 100, height 100, position, this absolute, top, I don't know, 50, self, center, background color, green. Actually, I don't need any background. Okay, so I'll display this only if it's fetching. And I'm also going to say an animated view and do entering, fade in, exiting, fade out, down. So if we are fetching, where is this? Yeah, this one. I will do a z-index. Let's see if it's not fetching where it is, z-index 3. Where is this view? Oh, okay. So where is this view? Where is the view? Where is the view? Where is the view? So it's here, here, here. Where is the view, guys? Oh, background color red. Of course. Okay, so it's here. Oh man, so it's a fucking disaster. Okay, so actually for this one I'm going to use Moti, but let's fix it. So scroll down, and now we can bring back the weight, right? So let's wait for, it's a fake wait. Rook. Okay. Oh, and I also need the key for this to work, right? So the key is going to be query key. Why is this complaining? String. Okay. Zip. Okay. So now we can if it's fetching, I don't know what's happening, my guys. Why is this movies here? Oh my god. Flex one. Oh, okay. I believe I know why. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we also have a general loading. And now I can use Moti to create a small micro interaction. So view, I'll be using Moti. Okay. Moti view. And I'll be saying, I think it's enter. So I'll say from opacity 0, animate opacity 1, and then I'll rotate, and I'll rotate like this, and exit transition. It's going to be opacity 0. Can I do, oh, exit. Okay. And how to say it? Can I do transition, rotate, delay, let's add a delay of 250. Okay. Oh, and I don't think I need a key, right? Yeah. Okay. And I will say here the duration is going to be 2 seconds type timing. And actually for the entire type is going to be timing. But here I would like to repeat infinity, repeat reverse false. Actually this is loop, right? True, repeat reverse false. So now if I wait more, where it is, if if I wait more, like 4 seconds. Okay. And I'll say this is too big, so it's 64 border radius, 32, and I'll say from border width 4. So if it's not fetching, let's make it here. And I'll say border top color is yeah, I think it's okay, but I believe that I need to make the duration faster, right? Okay. Actually, I'll move this into like its own component. Let me do it now, actually. So I'll say loading, loader, and I'll create a new component, loader tsx, export function loader, moti. Okay, entering, I don't need it anymore, and I'll say you can actually pass this size. It's equal to 64. So size divided by 2. There is no top. And I will also need to add some style. So size, style, size, number, style, view style. Actually, it's not a view style, right? It's a moti style. Yeah. It's a style prop from moti. By the view style. Why is this complaining? Style cannot find style. Style. It's not a style prop, it's a view style. It's okay. But I would like to overwrite everything. So I'll place the style first. Write style, and then I'll overwrite everything. So now if I use this one here, is the style. Loader. I'll import loader. So is this guy here. I'll say style. Margin top is 50. Boom. And I can also specify a size, which is 32. Okay. It's actually 48. I think 48 looks better, right? And I can also specify a color. And I'll say FFF. So border color is, so I can pass. Yeah, this is where things color string. This is equal to color, sorry. Border color, it's color, right? Border color is color, and Hmm. Uh, mm, border top. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. Anyway, movie list, border color, let's say 009966. Yeah, but I like to have it white. And also decrease. So I'll make the border width 5% of the size, maybe 1%. No, it's too much. So 0.6. 1% of the size. I think it's okay. And now let's play around with the animation like this. And then actually 720 instead. And the type timing and easing is going to be easing in, out by easing ease. And I'll add, I don't know, it's oh, sorry. Okay. I don't want any delay. And I believe now 720 should work. Of course, the initial thing. Okay. I believe this is looking okay-ish, I'll say. It's too much, right? Oh man, this math, fucking shit. I'll say 360 multiplied by 4. And I'll repeat reverse. Shall I repeat reverse? This is true anyway. Yeah, I don't actually need anything like this. Okay. Cool. And now let's change the weight. So we are going to display the fetch if it's fetching, right? And adventure. Okay. This is looking quite good. I believe I need to add the key here, right? Key is query key. Doesn't actually matter. Okay. So let's remove the weight and add it shorter. And if I swing down, add animation, it's so fast. Maybe. Okay, this is okay. We have created a custom loader. It's okay. Git add create a custom loader component. Yes. Show loader when fetching for new data. I think it's okay, guys, for this session. Yep, so everything is up. By the way, if you'd like, you can, if you're into animations, highly recommend animatereactnative.com. Go here. Yeah, buy a lifetime license. If you have already bought it, yeah, there are more than 100 different animations available. So yeah, it's a premium. Otherwise, feel free to follow me on Twitter here. Otherwise, yeah, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one. Hope you actually have learned something, and yeah, next time we are going to create a custom picker for the filters, which is this one here, this one, which is going to be pretty nice. Look.